Alright, I think I might try one more scenario. It's kind of pissing me off that I can't get one good one going. I'm gonna go back to the staff train. No, it's not high speed by any means, but I think it's should be a solid route scenario. Hopefully it doesn't crash, and hopefully I don't hit any FU moments, as I call them, either. And I'll try this. I can't get him a hold of my friend, so he's probably out and about still right now. Let's try this out, though. Oof. Let's go ahead and get our headlights on real quick. There we go. If I can get it all the way over. Might have to just run, there we go, night lights. That's what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so heading all the way from Peterborough to King's Cross, the full route, 76.23 miles to go. And hopefully I get used to stopping. I haven't driven this locomotive in quite a while. There we go. Should be getting 56 points every stop from the looks of it. And if you guys are just tuning in, I felt pretty bad at a couple scenarios, and the last one I did with the Cell Express was having some major issues with AI collision. I have no clue how to fix that offhand. So now I'm doing a Peterborough to King's Cross London route right now. Take a quick look on the exterior while we've got a second. Got the moon off in the distance, that's pretty cool. And quite a bit of detailing on both sides of the track. I do like this route quite a bit. I highly recommend you guys buy it if you haven't already. One of the better detailed routes in my opinion. And we can go up to 150 miles per hour. So even though we have, 75 miles to go, if we can do it above 100 miles, miles per hour, it's actually going to go by fairly quickly. Couple train buys real quick. Definitely more in the countryside. As we get closer to King's Cross, London, it's going to be more populated and a lot more buildings on both sides. This is going to be the King's Cross, London, the Peterborough route that I'm doing right now. Going from Peterborough, or starting in Peterborough, headed to King's Cross. Hey, thanks for that, Canadian man. That's good to know. I'll definitely look into that after I get off of this live stream later on tonight. I can't tell if it's getting darker or if it's actually getting lighter outside. To me, it looks like we're going from, I guess, early morning to morning, but I could be wrong about that as well. So RW tools, yeah, I definitely need to get that. Makes me kind of mad because I can't beat that scenario unless I actually fix it somehow. So I'll check into that really, really soon. And that looked like a cool scenario to do too. So next stop is going to be Huntington, just over 11 miles to go, and luckily we're making fairly quick time of that. Take a quick look. Relatively short train, looks like 4 cars right there. Lots of countryside on the left and right. And to me it looks like we're going into towards the daytime. Looks like it's really early morning. Could be wrong about that though. Yeah, definitely hauling ass right now. I love trains. It's over 100 miles per hour. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been live streaming that long. I've been doing it probably about a month and a half or so every Saturday. Just started. In fact, I just started my YouTube channel. And so far it's going pretty good. Got over 100,000 views, over about 1,250 subscribers right now. And then all the ad revenue that I get is definitely going to charities, so it's all for good cause in the end. I get to have fun playing video games, sharing what I love with other people, and make money for charity at the same time. Definitely hauling ass right now, which is good. Still got quite a few viewers, which I'm usually having like probably 5 or 6. I think I was up to about 13 or 14 earlier. I think I'm down to about right around 9 viewers right now, which to me is great. I understand I'm not playing Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of those other games, so definitely understandable. I can't get above 110 it seems like right now, but I know I've definitely been closer to 120, but I believe I was going downhill. I think I'm going slightly uphill right now. So I want to say you can hit 120 to 130 somewhere in there. It's not really a high-speed train in my opinion. It's, you know, a regional service type of train, just on the higher speed portion of the track. So Huntington's just over 5 miles to go, so we'll probably be slowing down here fairly soon. And I forget the brakes on this particular train. I don't want to hit the emergency brake. I forgot how many times it goes down as far as steps go. Hopefully I'll remember when the time comes here shortly. What's up, Addicted Gamer? I don't think I've seen you in here before in the chat room. Welcome to the stream if you're just tuning in. Hopefully you didn't see my miserable failures the past 2 hours. And please grab a drink. I'm drinking whiskey and Coke right now. Actually seems to be running really, really smooth, which typically, and you know what, it's probably because it's not loading a whole lot off in the distance, like when we get closer to King's Cross. But this game has a big, big problem when it's loading a lot of buildings way, way off in the distance. It actually gives you kind of a jitter or jolt effect on screen, which kind of looks like lag to me. We call this a Texas sippy cup right here. It's just a mason jar. Let's go ahead and start braking. I'm not sure if I can go below step 2. Full service, there we go. And I think beyond that's going to be emergency. So I think I got the braking down, hopefully. Slow down. I think I'll be all right. 3 or 4 what? Beers or drinks? There you go, switching over to the track for the Huntington platform. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Get out of emergency. I can't even get out of emergency. Oh, it's been a continuance of the night. That seems to be my luck tonight, over and over again. Try it one more time, and that's definitely it for this game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been one of those nights. I don't think I've ever played this bad in this game in my life. I'm not gonna say all of it's my fault. That was definitely my fault, though. It's a pain to get over tonight. There we go. And gauge lights, I know it's over here. Cab light, and there we go, dash lights. That's what I need. Turn the cab light back off. Yeah, it's exactly how I feel, Speedy. That face right. Not a good feeling by any means. That's not what I wanted. Try this one more time. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead and speed up, get up to 105 here. Alright, if I mess up on this, I'm definitely going to take a shot for how bad I'm doing. As far as starting YouTube, geez, good tips. I hate to say it. I mean, having a good computer is really going to help you out in the long run, and having some background in doing Photoshop and using Sony Vegas is going to help you. If you don't know how to use any of those programs, you can actually use Windows Movie Maker, which is fairly easy to use. But as far as getting subscribers, I mean, just do what you like doing. Be yourself. To me, I'm relatively boring. So if I can get 1,000 subscribers, anybody can do it. You just have to make high quality videos. And a lot of times, unfortunately, what it comes down to is having a high quality PC. Because with a medium PC, you really can't run this game at the proper settings to where people want to watch it, because it's going to be so stuttery going through, and the graphics are going to be so horrible. So I think the foundation, having a good PC, starting a YouTube channel, just being yourself, doesn't matter how old you or how young you are. Obviously, I'm a bit older. I know kids younger than me that have 1 million subscribers, and they act to me ridiculous. on YouTube, but I mean that's their personality. That's what they do. I'm just going to be myself, no matter how boring I am, and so far it's been working out. I can't complain. Yeah, I'd definitely buy this route. This is probably one of my top favorite ones, along with the London, the Faversham, and then Pacific Surfliner is also really good as well. Alright, get back up to 105, then 125 here shortly. And 12 miles to go to Huntington Platform 2, where I made a huge mistake before. Yeah, normally I wouldn't say get, a high-end PC, but I mean, you're going to have one to do video editing and Photoshop and everything else. You could probably get by on different games. If you're going to be playing Minecraft, it really doesn't matter what kind of computer you have, as long as you can record and play the game at the same time. But when you're playing a game like this, then you definitely have to have a high-end PC to be able to make a high-quality video for YouTube to get subscribers and everything else. Surprisingly, I actually still have 9 viewers somehow, even after taking a break. That's pretty insane. I'll take it. Still think it's early morning. Going into the daytime, I could be wrong on that. Alright, just over 8.5 miles to go. Just looking for the passenger view. There we go. Definitely looks like coach. Just gonna relax, have a little something to drink while I'm looking out the window. And hopefully my talking doesn't get worse and worse the more I drink. I'm sure it is, which is fine and dandy. Looks like a cast off in the distance. I love the detailing. I mean, even the small rolling hills with the hay bales and everything else is pretty cool. Definitely max speed right now. And hopefully I don't jack it up this time. All right, 4 miles to go. All right, down to 3 1/4 right now. All right, Speedy Man, thanks for tuning in again. Family is definitely more important than watching some stranger on Twitch TV, so take your time. I'm actually ahead of schedule right now, which is pretty good too. First time I played this, I was actually slightly behind schedule. What do you mean the red bit? Yeah, I just gotta make sure not to go beyond full service. That's not what I want to do. And thank you for reminding me of that. I'm going to go ahead and stop early on in the platform. Usually I go all the way to the end, but I have such a small train, it'd be kind of pointless for everybody to have to walk all the way to the end, in my opinion. Not a whole lot out here. What's going on, Deuce X? Thanks for tuning in. I've been playing for, I don't know, about 3 hours or so. It's been relatively horrible, to say the least. All right, so didn't mess up on that one. St. Neot Station, or however you pronounce that's next. About 7 miles to go. We got quite a few platforms to go, as you can see. Still 58 miles. So a big chunk from the 70, I think 374 originally. But it looks like we're going to be stopping quite often now. Whoa. Get under 75. What do you mean the red part? I still don't understand. You got step 1, you got step 2, then full service. If you go beyond full service, that's when you hit the emergency brake and start getting points deduction. So I'll see what the full service may be red, but it's actually not the emergency brake. All right, just 5 miles to go. So the stops are going to be becoming more frequent as we get closer to London. Still in the countryside, as you can see, both left and right of us. And it looks like it's changing to daytime, I would say. So it looks like to me at least. Slowly but surely. I can definitely feel the whiskey kicking in right now, I know that. Oh yeah, right here? Yeah, it's definitely the emergency brake if you hit that. There's probably a button somewhere in the cab for it as well, if right there is the emergency brake. All right, 3.5 miles to go. So far, so good, considering I'm not 100% sober. We've got some rivers or lakes next to us. Lots of whistle boards too out here in this area. Are you talking about this red section? I don't know if that's red or orange. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Yeah, I have no clue what that is right there, honestly. I know the green's the platform. I'm going to try to stop really, really late if possible. Hey, what's going on, man? Not much. You going to get on a game here in a little bit or what? Yeah, I'm going to do one more scenario and then I'll be done. You want me to call you or what? Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, either that or some guy said he wanted to play Half-Life, or was it? No, Left 4 Dead 2, my bad. Well, we can do Torchlight, don't matter. Alright, I'll hit you up in a little bit, though. Alright, later. Alright, let's see. 0.4, I'll try 0.40 full service. Be breaking probably way too soon, which is fine. I can always let off here in a minute, which I'm going to do right now actually. Again, not going to go all the way to the end of the platform because I'm have such basically such a small train. Doesn't really make sense to make everybody walk all the way to the end. If I had 8 cars or 10 cars, I definitely would go all the way to the front of the platform, but I don't think it's needed in this case. There we go. Yeah, I think it's orange. I have no clue what that means though. I think it's a part where you can actually pull up and then reverse back into for cargo or for whatever have you. But I definitely could be wrong about that as well. So far so good. Next stop is Sandy, and that is about 7.5 miles away. Let's see how many people are in here. Probably 6 or 7. Yeah, still got 9 viewers, surprisingly. I want to thank you guys out there for watching, all 9 viewers. Feel free to say something in chat if you're bored. If not, you're welcome to grab a beer and drink with me. Small reduction to 75 right here. I can't tell, maybe you guys can tell out there, is it actually getting brighter outside? To me it looks like the sun's coming up. Yeah, it's definitely getting brighter in my opinion. So we're working in the early morning hours, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I think I've had 3 or 4 beers and then 1 big glass of whiskey and Coke as of right now. Need to grab probably another beer, only because I don't have time to mix a drink in between the scenario. So yeah, if you guys haven't been drinking out there, you got some catching up to do, that's for sure. I'm still talking relatively normal, so that's definitely a good sign. And my ETA is just about 24 seconds behind the arrival time. Hopefully I'll make a couple seconds up here during the next 5 miles to Sandy. Yeah. When I saw Galaxy, I thought you were talking about the Galaxy dartboard behind me at first, but yeah, you're definitely right about that, Deuce X. In fact, Train Simulator is not even set on Earth. I know everybody thinks it's about realistic location, but it's a completely different planet. And what you're seeing off to the side there, that's the Galaxy out there. Looks a bit strange. I don't see the sun coming up or anything. It'd be kind of cool if they could simulate the sun coming up. It's been a while since I played Euro Truck Simulator, but I'm pretty sure they simulated the night and day really, really well in that game. I got another whistle board coming up for crossing. If you're only 14, you need to grab either a Red Bull, a Monster, or some coffee. Definitely don't need to be drinking beer. Beer is very, very bad for you. There's lots of other influences that you should try out before beer, in my opinion. Hey, high voltage, when you say the 1.9 patch, do you mean Euro Truck Simulator or do you mean Train Simulator? I know they're about to come out with that multiplayer patch for Euro Truck Simulator, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos on that. I've been waiting for that forever, honestly. I think I played close to 100 hours of Euro Truck Simulator, and I absolutely love that game. I actually just hooked up, if you can see, I got the G25 wheel back there. I hooked that up yesterday or the day before and played the game. And it's a lot funner when you have the steering wheel, and also have the Track IR5 I was using with that game, which is an absolute blast to play. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. So it's going to improve the AI. AI wasn't horrible. I mean, it's definitely not good. But I kind of liked it because you could cut people off if you had to. If you got really close to the car with your truck, they would slow down real fast. So if you're put in a bad situation where you couldn't get on the highway or off the highway, you could always kind of get them out of the way if you had to. Never try to mix up horns and sound patterns with the with this particular locomotive. I know some locomotives have a half blast and a full blast that you can mix up. I don't think this one does. I can try it here in a minute once I get out of Sandy platform. All right, so 0.30. Let's go ahead and start braking full service. Hopefully I'm not over braking, which I think I am over braking already. We'll find out. Yeah, definitely over braking right now. It's a much shorter platform right here. Again, not going all the way to the end of the platform. I definitely could if I wanted to. I think I have a whole case of Red Bull in my fridge right now. Problem is I feel kind of ill after drinking Red Bull when I've been drinking. I don't know, I go to lay down to sleep and it's just like, it's not a good feeling at all. In fact, when I start off from this platform, I'll probably go grab a beer real quick. And then Deuce X, I'll try a different tone to see if it can work or not. I don't think it can on this particular locomotive. There's very, very few that have the half blast and full blast in Train Simulator as far as I know. So this is full blast. Half blast would be in on the keyboard. No, there's no half blast. I'm going to grab a beer real quick. I still got a second. I better make this fast before I go over speed limit. And okay, still got some time. Just getting nervous there for a second. I kind of agree with you, high voltage. I'm not sure if I'm sure they're horrible for you in one way or another. They don't taste good like a Coke does, so I don't know, it's hard to say how bad it is really for you. I think we'll find out in 5 or 10 years how bad they really are. It's like doing fake drugs. The fake drugs are worse for you than the regular drugs are. I don't know if that's a good thing, drug or not. There's a rampant DWI problem here in Texas. So I think if they reduce the legal age, it'd just be more problems. You'd have 13 and 14-year-olds drinking and driving. Alright, next platform's just over a mile to go. So they're definitely getting closer and closer together right now. I'm going to try to brake a little bit later than normal. Still haven't got used to when I need to brake. Keep a close eye. Let's do 0.26. It's going to do full service and see what happens. Probably still over braking, but I just want to get a little bit better at stopping on time. And this is much better. Much, much better. So 0.26 is when I started braking. Let's see where I stop at. Hopefully I stop on time, because it looks like I'm going past the platform right now. Whew, it's going to be close. Alright, so one cart's going to be off right there. Which is fine. Still can load and unload passengers. I just pissed a bunch of people off in the front section is all. So that was 0.26. I'll probably do 0.2, I'd say 0.28 next time. Let's see if that helps out a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely getting daytime outside, as you can tell. I guess it's a decent recreation of the sun rising. Not horrible by any means. Got the moon going down over there as well. But very, very subtle from the time we started, which is fairly true to real life. A shot of Bailey's. I think I'll do a shot of Crown at the next stop, just to get me going. Been playing better than I have all night, and I'm definitely buzzing just a little bit. We've got a lot of platforms to go. I guess I'm hitting every single stop along the way. So started off about 73 miles away from King's Cross. We're about 40 miles off right now. Hey, Jesse James. Yeah, I've been playing this scenario for quite a while now, but thanks for tuning back in. I actually haven't played any other games quite yet. Just under 3 miles to go. And I don't think any of you guys are from the UK. I know I have a lot of UK guys that come in the channel quite a bit and watch me. But Chelsea and Manchester United are playing tomorrow morning. I'm super excited about that, to see them play live. Of course, my money's on Chelsea, in case there's any Manchester United fans out there. Yeah, nothing like a good break. Jesse James. Just watching out for the whistle boards as best as I can. I'm not going to pronounce the next station because I have no clue how to pronounce that. Don't want to butcher it for everybody out there. I already pronounce everything in North America wrong anyways, so trying to pronounce UK cities is just horrible. Going about 5 miles per hour faster than last time. I'm going to start braking probably at 0.30 just to be on the safe side. I don't watch the rugby league. The only thing I watch is watch a lot of soccer. The Barclays Premier League is the main thing that I watch. So 0.30. Let's go ahead and start braking now. And let's do full service just in case. You know, it's funny. I actually used to watch rugby when I lived in Italy, but I was so young I had no clue what the team names were at the time or anything else of that nature. And I think I'm actually braking fairly okay. I may overrun the platform just slightly. I'm hoping I don't. It looks like I'm going to, though, by the looks of it. That's strange, though, because I started out way earlier than last time. I think it was just a shorter platform. That's not good, not good, not good, not good. That could have been very bad if that last train didn't get on. Whew. Alright, I'm just going to do 0.32 next time. I think I overran that just because the platform itself was a lot smaller than the last town. I could be wrong about that. I know I was going a little bit quicker, but definitely not that much quicker to overrun the platform by that much. Yeah, hey Jesse James, the packs are super expensive. It's like buying a whole new game just for one route and a couple scenarios, but that's unfortunately life right now. And as far as cheaper prices, honestly, the only thing you're going to be able to do is wait till the Steam summer sales or the Steam sales and catch one of the routes when they're on sale. I don't think they go on sale through other websites as far as I know. You know, since it's daytime, probably need to change this to day. Probably should have done that at the station, but that's alright. We do have a whistle board coming up as well. Ooh, I just sped right there. Wasn't even paying attention. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's definitely the drinking. Horrible. Started playing around with the horn on the exterior and just sped on accident. So unless I can be way ahead of schedule to gain points, there's no way to get that back as far as I know. I'm so far into it though, I'm going to keep going. A lot of the DLCs will go down anywhere from 15% up to I think 40 or 50% off. One or two items may go down to 75% off, but that's pretty rare. Just to give you an idea, typically to buy all of the DLC, including all trains and maps or routes, it would cost you about $3,600. I think during the last Steam sale, everything, all the routes and trains cost about, I think it was around $1,600 to $1,800 for everything. So that's quite a big difference from buying full retail. So I did 0.30 last time. We gotta get down to 70 before that marker. I'm not sure what I'm gonna try this time. Probably 0.34, 0.35. Yeah, the Holiday Express, I think I paid about $2 or $2.99 for it. That was pretty fun to play. I played it all the way through. Something different. If you know, when my kid gets older, I definitely want her to play the Holiday Express starting off. All right, let's try 0.35 this time. I feel like I'm over braking this time, it looks like. Yeah, definitely over braking. Go ahead and stop in the middle of the platform here shortly. Not worried about getting all the way to the end. Plus, if I can make up time, I may be able to get back those few points that I lost as well. Although I'm behind, looks like about 30 seconds right now. Hello. Oh, she just disappeared. What's going on with that? Where'd she go? It's kind of annoying. You can see I got the daytime running lights on. If it's nighttime, you're going to have the bright headlight on this side, or the driver's side, I should say. All right, let's get moving. And we are definitely rail fans. I think everybody watching here is definitely a rail fan as well. Still kind of disappointed I got that speeding deduction. And I'm used to playing this route from, I think, the, was it Welland North to King's Cross. I think this will be the first time I went all the way from Peterborough to King's Cross, London. All right, just over 3.5 miles to go. The next platform, take a look on the exterior real quick. Still pretty much countryside. We just passed that town right there. But overall, still countryside for the most part. Right, let's see here. Definitely going much faster. Need to be careful on the braking part. All right, 2 miles to go. And it looks like I have the freedom to brake when I want to, which is a bit scary considering I haven't stopped going this quick as of yet. Honestly, I have no clue when to start braking. Going to start now just in case. No, I'm braking very, very early. Might actually be pretty good as far as braking goes. Going to brake in the middle of the platform again. Much nicer station, as you can tell right here. Quite a few more people at the platform as well. Let's see if there's anything around us. That's a lot of people right there. So it says, please join the front portion of the train due to short platforms right there. And yes please, yes please, yes please, yes please. Oof. I don't know, it's kind of a brown bag right there. That's not bad. God, they keep disappearing. I like how they have the time right there. Matches the time on your HUD display. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely a long drawn out scenario so far. Lots of stopping going on. Next platform is only 2.5 miles away. That's definitely a brown bagger right there. It's kind of cool. You can kind of see the sway in the train itself. It's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and keep it in this view for the entire time until we get to the next platform. It's only about 1 3/4 of a mile away. Very romantic. I know if I was in England, I'd be hitting on every girl that walked by probably. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot I'm married. That's kind of out of the question, I guess, huh? Definitely braked way too early right there, which is fine. Coasting the platform under 30 miles per hour. Looks like a really short platform as well. Guess no one's getting off at this stop from the looks of it. Basically, that's what the game telling you: do not live in this town. And again, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that because I have no clue how to pronounce it. Nebworth, Nebworth, Knobworth, I don't know. Oop, don't want to put an emergency right there. Alright, Welland North is in 3 miles, then Welland Garden City in 4.75. And we'll be picking up pace coming into London here. Slowly getting behind track just a bit. We're about 40 seconds off. That should go down to hopefully about 20 seconds off here in a minute. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dos Equis, for making this night possible and bringing joy to everyone around the world, right? Hey, speed, not much. I think, a couple points deducted for speeding earlier. Wasn't paying attention. And we're still drinking here, so nothing much has changed. We're headed into Welling North, as you can see, then Welling Garden City after that. And we're making our way to London King's Cross, only 24 miles away right now, so things are definitely going by a lot faster. Got quite a few more stops to go, though. Long tunnel right here. There we go. Hey, Jess James, do you mean the stats inside the game itself or inside Steam? And the only way to earn points in this game is by doing career scenarios. So you have to go to, I think, drive and then career to get into career scenarios. Any standard scenarios or anything else like free roam does not count towards points or towards your driver level. All right, head off to Welling Garden City, only about 1.5 miles to go. And our ETA is actually showing basically was a minute behind, so we're back on track right now, which is good. It should show up. You have to go to career from the very first menu, and then you can see all your friends' driver stats in there. You'll see my driver level in there as well. Pretty high up there, although I know there's 1 or 2 guys that are higher than me that are my friends. And the reason for that is I always record my videos, so I don't go through as many scenarios. If I was just playing the game, I would have a lot more scenarios completed, but because I have to go back and do Google Maps and record every game and try to set it up for YouTube, I don't go through the scenarios as fast as some of the other people do. Not sure if this is the platform that takes a hard left and right around it or not. Wants me to get down to 30 miles per hour though. Okay. Alright, switching me off the main track right here. Go ahead and stop as soon as possible. I'm running behind schedule by over a minute, so I may get hit with the deduction right here, unfortunately. I have not uploaded the second part of the Northeast Corridor video as of yet. I do have one coming with the track RR5. I'll say this much, it doesn't work as good as Euro Truck Simulator, but I did get it to work in the game via an outsourced mod. So that video will be coming up hopefully by Monday or Tuesday of next week, more than likely. See if I get a deduction. I think I am going to get deducted points here. Yeah, got deducted like 12 points, unfortunately. Yeah, it has to be glitching. You should be able to scroll through all your friends on the stats page to see everybody's different stats or what. You can't really see their stats. You can only see their driver level on there, but I should definitely be on there. Speedy, I'm going to be playing all night. This is going to be my last scenario for Train Simulator. And then I'm going to be playing Torchlight 2 after that with one of my friends, Brian, who also has a video uploaded on YouTube as well under my name. Definitely getting into the bulk of platforms here. Just under 20 miles to go to King's Cross, London. And lots of platforms in between, unfortunately. And hopefully we get under 40 here shortly. His C++ setting is non-existent at this point. I don't think that boy could get through a page in that book, honestly. And I'm not saying he's dumb by any means, but his ADD would kick in about 2 pages or 1 page in, and it would be pretty much over. Almost a full second behind again, which is not good. Hey, Jesse James, yeah, you have to add me on Steam before I actually show up in there. So if you haven't added me, go ahead and do that. Once you add me on Steam and reload the game, I should definitely be in there. Yeah, I agree with you, Speedy. You have to have a really high-end processor to run this game properly. Alright, my next stop is my favorite station in this entire game. It's Potter's Bar Station for the obvious reasons right there. I would love to be able to live in that town and just tell my friends, hey, I live in Potter's Bar. Where do you live? They can't trump that address no matter what. Hey, Jesse James, yeah, it was. That was my wife. If you saw her walking by. Luckily, she's taking care of the baby right now while I do my live stream, which is a plus. May just be me, but the my mile per hour gauge is actually freaking out this entire time. Doesn't look that smooth in my opinion. An i5 processor would definitely work on this game. You would have to adjust the settings down just a bit as far as draw distance and a couple other things. I would highly recommend, if you can afford it, to get an i7 processor, but it's definitely not needed. Usually for most games, an i5 processor with a good video card, you can pretty much run anything. But games like this are really CPU intensive and don't really use the GPU to their maximum ability. So having like SLI or something similar to what I have, like a Titan graphics card, is a complete waste of time for a game like this. Alright, this may be the station where it takes kind of a hard left and hard right around the platform. Brooksman's Park, let's find out here though in a minute. What do you, hey Speedy, what kind of money are you looking to spend, I guess is the big question. Or how much do you have to spend? Yeah, here's the hard left and hard right around the platform right here. That's why you have to get to 55 miles per hour. Yeah, an i3 I would definitely not recommend for a game like this. You really need an i5 at the bare minimum to run it properly. i7 is, in fact, a high-end i7 processor is really what you need. All right, Potter's Bar, my favorite place, is coming up here shortly. Not doing too bad considering I'm not really paying attention. Had a couple of deductions, but nothing horrible. No one's getting off here, and I guess Potter's Bar is not the place to live either. My screen resolution is 1920 by 1080, so 1080p right now. On Twitch.tv, unfortunately, it only does 720p. I think you can do 1080p, but you have to have a super high-speed internet to get it to actually look correct without any drawbacks or latency. So I think I'm actually uploading a 720p. If I'm recording a video for YouTube, then it's going to be in 1080p or 1920 by 1080. All my laptops in the past have been the, was it Asus or Asus? And they've always been pretty good. I've had a battery burnout in one of them, but that's the only problem I've ever had. Alright, going through another long tunnel right here. Are we really up to that many viewers? No one should be joining at this time. If you just joined my channel, get the hell out of here. I need the guys like Jesse James and a few others that have been here the whole time. Actually, High Voltage, I think you've been here since the very beginning, so I thank you for that. I don't think I could watch Train Simulator for that long personally. Unless, of course, I've been drinking, but it just depends on what's going on. But I do thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Definitely appreciate you guys watching and commenting. Because honestly, for me playing Train Simulator, it's a lot better having something to look at and someone to talk to as well. I think I missed one or two platforms where I should have blown my my horn, and I didn't, but not a huge deal. Hey, Jesse James, are you asking what my resolution is right now for 720p? And Speedy, this game does work on older PCs. You just have to adjust the settings. If you want to play at the maximum settings, then you need an i7 processor, but an i5 would definitely work. You just have to adjust the settings until you get to a comfortable state where you can actually play everything properly. It's pretty neat off there to the side. I have no clue what the hell that is, but I definitely want to know. If anybody wants to look that up, I really want to know what that is out there. Just need to pay attention for a second. Make sure I don't overshoot Oakley Park, which I'm breaking too much honestly right now. Hello. There you go. And I love trains. What are you playing on? Or what kind of processor do you have? Because that's really what it comes down to. And high voltage, I agree with you. I actually like watching some games as opposed to playing them. Like, I really don't like playing Call of Duty myself, but I'll watch Call of Duty on twitch.tv. I'll watch a couple other games on there as well. I'll watch StarCraft. I hate playing StarCraft 2, but I'll watch that, or I'll watch tournaments on twitch.tv all the time. If your PC is 8 years old, then you're probably going to have to play this on low to medium settings sometimes. And Typlosion, if it's crashing, something's definitely wrong. Make sure you verify cache on Steam. It could also be your computer. If your computer is that old, then it could be crashing as well. I've seen some video uploads on YouTube where the game is like just kind of stuttering along. I'm thinking, how could anybody watch that? It's just so annoying to see a game like this run that slow. And so a lot of people are at a disadvantage who are trying to gain subscribers on YouTube just by having a slow or an old computer. I think people are hopping to my channel not knowing what the hell is going on. But Train Simulator 2014 will never be one of the recommended games on twitch.tv on the main page, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to be mainstream. All right, New Southgate is coming up in just over a mile and a quarter. It's definitely daytime outside. It was almost night when I first started, so it's definitely got a lot brighter outside. It's early morning right now. I forgot when to start braking offhand. I think probably now. Still haven't got my braking down. Like on the London and Brighton routes, I can basically brake at the exact time you're supposed to. I have yet to actually figure that out on the London to Peterborough route. I will figure it out one of these days, and I'll make a video of me braking perfectly every time. But it's definitely not happening tonight, especially when I've been drinking. Oh, train crash. Okay, I get what you're saying. My bad. Yeah, Intel i7, you're pretty much good to go with the game like this. Doesn't matter what graphics card you have or how old the graphics card is. What's up, Deucex? How's it going? What's your crazy ass smiley face going on? That smiley face looks like how I feel. Heading to Alexandria Palace. I still want to know what the hell these things are. They got like scaffolding around it or whatever you want to call that. Is it like the English version of a water tower on the ground. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I really do want to know. Looks like a low water tower with scaffolding around it for some reason. Let me get back in cab before I really mess up. Getting really, really close to London's King's Cross. I have no clue how close, but I will check that out here shortly. And for the most part, we've been on track with the timetable. We're always running just slightly behind, but I think we've only been deducted on the timetable one time for timeliness, which is not bad considering how long I've been playing the scenario. And also I'm live streaming, so I'm kind of multitasking at the same time. Let's get it. I keep breaking way too early. I'm just afraid to be this far into the scenario and break way too late. And one thing I do love is this area back here, this building. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you or not. I'll go ahead and get out real quick. I want to go inside this building is what I want to do. I know they have a scenario. The developer released it for free to where you can actually, I think you start in there and head to London's King's Cross, or you do something in there. So I need to check that out when I get a second. That's a haircut if I ever saw one right there. And yes, yes, please. Hey, high voltage, yeah, the i5 you have, if you can overclock that to 4.4, then you should be able to run this no problem. And Jesse, James, on the stuttering, it just depends on the route itself. There are some scenarios like this one where I was at the beginning, I was going 100 miles per hour with no stuttering at all. But once you start getting to London, you have more loading in the background, so you start seeing that stuttering regardless of how fast you're going. And they call it micro stuttering, and it's absolutely annoying, but it's part of the game, unfortunately. So we're really, really close to London's King's Cross. We're only about 4.5 miles to go. Next up is going to be Finsbury Park. Sounds like there should be a baseball park there or something, I don't know. And we're doing okay. Hopefully we get our gold star, which means we've been a good boy for the day. Yeah, Dusex, they need to hire me. I mean, who wouldn't hire a drinking conductor? I mean, I would hire him. And Typlosion, yes, you can free roam into the yard. I have yet to do free roam really on any route, I'll admit that. I practiced building a couple routes myself. Have yet to do free roam at all though, other than in what I built. To me, the video card on this game does not matter. I put in a cheap card from way back in the day, and on my Titan that I have, it uses about, I think, 10% of my card. So this game is very, very CPU dependent, not GPU dependent. Whereas other games are very, very GPU dependent, which in my opinion is the way you want to go. I'd rather let the graphics card handle the load as opposed to the CPU. I need to check out the London Ipswich. I have London Ipswich. I've been wanting to play it. I haven't played it as of yet. I need to get on that as soon as possible. And Speedy, my day job is real estate. I actually sell houses, and I manage about 250 properties right now. So very, very stressful environment. And in fact, I wear suits every day going to work, just so you know. Yeah, it never stopped at Hornsey, as far as I know as of yet. It's kind of strange. I'm going to speed up here in a second. And last but not least is going to be King's Cross, London. As you can see, the females are in multiples the closer you get to London. And every time I go to London, I mean, there's women everywhere and people dressed up very nicely. You don't see that really in America anywhere. If you go to New York, you might see that, but I have yet to see it. The quality of fashion and people in general when I went to London, it's just a whole different class. To switch cab cars on the train, it's going to be Control plus or Control minus on the keyboard. And I'll look at your comments in a minute. I'm trying to, I don't want to go too fast here. And get speeding again. Got 922, which is not bad, so I'll probably be just short of 1,000 as long as I don't jack anything else up. Real estate at the beginning paid horrible. I was probably making about minimum wage for 2 or 3 years. I've been doing it for about 10, 12 years, and I've been making really, really good money now. But I've also, when I first started out, I was working 7 days a week, probably 50, 60 hours a week. So I definitely earned what I have now. And it's one of those jobs, it's make or break. Luckily, I was able to hold out financially for 2 to 3 years until business started picking up and I started getting out there. But most agents who get their license actually fail within the first year. So the statistics are definitely against you as a new agent starting off. I just want to pay attention real quick. Looks like we're going slightly downhill. Get down to 15 in time. I think I should make it. There we go. Bit worried about that. Again, going to pay attention just because we're going downhill slightly. Don't want to mess up this far into it. And here we are, London's King's Cross, absolutely beautiful. Great platform, great station. So we're going straight right here. I could be wrong though. Nope, we are going straight. Pretty much where I'm used to stopping at. I'm going to go ahead and stop before I actually get all the way to the end, because a lot of times the emergency brake will come on for no reason. There we go. And I think we should be around, what, 960 something, 970 something, we'll find out. Looks somewhat industrial. Let me see if I can look around. And you can see part of London. Obviously the detailing is not 100% there. A lot of construction going on. Alright. Looks like we actually got a achievement for that. 978, which is not horrible. Used to getting 1,000 of 1,000 on this route. But I got a couple deductions. One was, let's see here, speeding, which that was my fault, 100%. And then a deduction for a timeliness penalty, which I couldn't help on that. So 978 out of 1,000, unlocked the East Coast Main Line south up to Peterborough, which technically it should be up the King's Cross London, because I started out in Peterborough. But anyway, it's not a big deal. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching the MiddleAgedGamer. I know a lot of you have been with me. Jesus, I don't know, for what, 3 or 4 hours now. I'll probably be uploading this on YouTube at some point in the future as well. Take a quick break. I got to use the bathroom and stuff like that. Grab another beer, and then I'm going to be playing with my friend on Steam more than likely here shortly. You're welcome to tune into that. But again, thank you guys for watching, and check me out on YouTube here in the future with new videos. All right, see you guys in a minute.